Well, I mean, it's pretty incredible standing here this morning in the middle of this place, teeming with MPs on both sides. We have, of course, the Labour leadership going on and all of that. And then suddenly the news broke about Boris Johnson withdrawing from the Tory race. And there were Conservative MPs here just looking at their phones, open-mouthed, signalling to each other about what was going on. In absolute shock, which has left Westminster really feeling it can't predict anything that is going on these days. But anyway, let's talk about a contender who is staying in the race, and that is Andrea Leadsom. She joins me now. Just first of all, on Boris Johnson's decision to withdraw and Michael Gove's decision to join the race, what do you make of it?
I'm completely stunned. I mean, I certainly didn't see it coming, and I'm really sad. I mean, I worked with both Boris and Michael during the referendum campaign. I know they both passionately believe in the opportunities that leaving the EU has for our country. They both genuinely believe in it, and I'm just really sad that Boris has withdrawn.
Now, it sounds as if, really, and we could see some evidence of this, they didn't really agree on the single market. Access to the single market, freedom of movement, that seemed to be quite a sticking point between the two of them. Tell us what your vision is on that front.
So actually I don't think it was a sticking point, not from what I saw. I think we were all absolutely agreed. You know, delivering on the referendum means absolutely essential that our Parliament takes back sovereignty, that we stop free movement, and what that doesn't mean that we can't go on holiday and that we can't sort of travel visa free and so on, but what it does mean is getting work permits. It does mean that there's no automatic right to reside here, no automatic right to benefits, housing and so on, and so that control also will mean reducing the level of immigration. Quite clear in my mind that is what people meant by no more free movement. Single market, I think the single market is actually something of a red herring. It's a 1950s construct for a time when there were high trade barriers, you know, tariffs on each other's trade. Now times have changed massively, and I think there's a massive opportunity for the UK trading freely with the rest of the world, the 80% of the world's economies that are not in the single market.
Now, when it comes to the lineup, we now have the final lineup of the contenders for the race. Many people talked about your performance during the campaign, and lots of people praised it. But the fact is, you are the least experienced in terms of parliamentary terms. You haven't been in the cabinet. Do you think that holds you back?
Well, I mean, people will decide. That's not for me to decide. But I've had 25 years business experience in financial services, running businesses. I've set up charities and particularly driven campaigns in the giving babies the best start in life, which is my real passion. So I have a lot of real world experience. And of course I've been City Minister and Energy Minister. So, and let's be clear, you know, our current Prime Minister hadn't been in government at all before he became leader and then Prime Minister.
Just a word on Michael Gove. As you say, you worked closely with both Boris Johnson and Michael Gove during this campaign. Were you surprised that he threw his hat into the ring to be leader? He has said so clearly to the BBC and to others, look, I'm not the man to be Prime Minister, I just haven't got it, it's not going to happen. And now suddenly this morning we hear that he is.
I suspect he would have been under so much pressure from people begging him to stand, and I think you know, maybe that self-doubt was removed by the amount of support that he felt in the country. I mean, Michael Gove is such a bright, articulate person. You know, he's got a huge amount to offer.
Okay. Andrea Leadsom, thank you very much indeed. And Andrea Leadsom there bucking the trend recently by being rather nice about people who are competing against her.